Hello everybody, it is me, Vincent, and I am coming to you from Universal Orlando tonight for a very fun and unique event here at the park. Megacon is happening here in Orlando. This is a super big convention, and as a way to celebrate the weekend, Megacon hosts a special after-hours party here at Universal Orlando. This is going to be an opportunity for convention goers to visit the park at night, see the rides with little waits, and something that is super unique to this event is the fact that guests are actually able to cosplay inside Universal. I'm going to spend some time here at the park, have some fun, show you guys what it's like to help you decide whether or not this after-hours event is for you. So live long and prosper, and welcome to another episode of Vincent Vision. Watch out. I'm not even a Star Trek fan. Now, before we start running around and having fun here at the After Hours event, let's give you guys some stats, because you're probably watching this video to wonder if this event is right for you. This is an After Hours event that happens here at Universal Orlando. This is a separate purchase. You can just buy it on your own. No Megacon pass required. Once you buy your After Hours ticket, you can either A, pick it up at Megacon, or B, pick it up here at Islands of Adventure, where you are allowed in as early as 5 o'clock. From there, this event goes all the way until midnight. Today, the park closes at 7 o'clock, so there's a mix-in between 5 to 7, but after 7, only people who have this wristband here are allowed access to the rides. You are also given a $25 Universal Orlando gift card to use on food and drink at the event tonight. And of course, the big deal for Megacon fans, the opportunity to visit the park in cosplay, in full costume. Now, there are still some guidelines. You can't just walk into the park with your big Buster Sword from Final Fantasy, but you can go a little more all out than they would normally allow here at the park. All in all, in total, this costs $99, so about $100. It's gonna be a really fun event. I'm excited to spend the night here. The park is just closing now, so I'm still waiting for all of sort of the day guests to trickle out. I'm getting to combine two things that I really, really enjoy, Universal and Megacon. Of course, I want to take advantage of these low waits myself, right? So I had to ride my favorite ride here at Universal, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. As you would expect for an after-hours event like this, I pretty much walked right onto the ride. Such a great ride as always, though. Unfortunately for Megacon, I didn't get to ride next to Gojo or ride with Spider-Man himself or anything like that. Didn't get to see any cool cosplay while I was on the ride. That would have been a kind of fun experience. But I'm gonna keep on rocking, check out the rest of the park. Actually, I want to throw you guys a little VincentVision fun fact here in the Marvel area for those watching. Right now, I'm in what they call Doom Alley, because this is where the Dr. Doom's Fearfall ride is. And this is kind of like an area for supervillains, and one of the most iconic villains or anti-heroes, however you want to call them, is right behind me over here. This is the only place in the park where you can see Venom. Pretty cool, huh? Now, I gotta say, an added benefit to this event is the fact that it's happening after hours at nighttime. You know, there are some times of the year where the park is open late, but that's usually like the really, really busy times. And in my opinion, sometimes theme parks are better at nighttime. There's just so much more color. Everything is so much prettier. All these rides that would normally terrify you actually look a little beautiful in the lights that they have. Speaking of terrifying rides, I did Spider-Man, which is probably my favorite 3D ride here at Universal, and I think I'm gonna go jump on the Velocicoaster, which is my favorite roller coaster anywhere. And for some reason, riding the roller coasters at night makes them even crazier. So let's go jump on the Velocicoaster. I'm curious to see how long I wait during the Megacon event. Woo! Let me tell you, Velocicoaster at night, that'll blow your Naruto wig off. Such an amazing roller coaster, even better at night. Only waited like 5 minutes for it. Life's good here at this event. But now I'm gonna head on into the wizarding world of Harry Potter, see some Hogsmeade at night, and hopefully get to see some cool Harry Potter cosplay while I'm in here. What's actually really nice, since both parks are available for the event, you can actually use the Hogwarts Express train to get over to the other park, but I'm gonna use a different way to get over to Universal Studios Florida that I'll show you guys when the time comes. Hogsmeade, while beautiful as you could expect, this was the busiest area of the event so far. Hagrid's had a 60-minute wait. The lines in here were a little too long for my liking, and I want to see the rest of the park. So what I'm going to do now is something that only really happens in certain after-hours events like this. There's actually a bypass that they open up that allows you to walk in between the parks to get from one side to the other. This is really cool too because it kind of gets you to see like a little behind the scenes. You get to see the sound stages where they would have the Halloween Horror Nights Haunted Houses, where they film TV shows and movies here at Universal, and it gets you to the park a little bit faster if you just want to walk. Did you know that this right here used to be Nickelodeon Studios, Soundstage 19? And they used to have a tour in the park that would take you through Nickelodeon Studios, and you could even get slimed. Universal Studios Florida history right here at Soundstage 19. All right, if I thought it wasn't busy over at Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios Florida is practically a ghost town. There is nobody here. But I bet if by the time we head over to Diagon Alley, there'll be a lot more people. I mean, I gotta say, even Diagon Alley is pretty darn quiet. Not really anything going on in this area. It seems like Universal Studios Florida is the quieter of the two parks, and I kind of get it. There's a lot more going on over at Islands Adventure. That's kind of the place to be. That's where all the big roller coasters are, and I've kind of seen everything I want to see. I was hoping there was a little bit more like cosplay in the park. Some people have shown up with some pretty impressive gear, but there really isn't as much of a big of an emphasis on it as I thought there would be. And I kind of understand, you know, not everyone can show up in a big super cosplay outfit. You're probably not going to be able to ride a roller coaster if you're wearing something like that. And I do think that this particular event is kind of new. I think they did it for the first time last year at Megacon. I might be wrong about that, but that's the first time that I've noticed it visiting the event. So I hope that in the future, once this becomes more popular and more people get word of mouth about this experience, I'm hoping that we get more opportunities to see a lot more cosplay in the park and opportunities for Universal to like even showcase it while they're in the park as well, you know? Put out some red carpets and put out some lights that people can have so they can take really good pictures here in the park. I mean, really, if you think about how much people pay for experiences at conventions, you know, some people can pay $400, $500 to meet their favorite celebrity for 20 seconds. I think getting 6 or 7 hours at the park, walking on to all of the big rides, getting food included, and getting to show up in cosplay for $100 here at Universal, I think that is a really great value. And if you were someone who had thought about doing this event before, the next time you were going to Megacon, and you have the extra money, Megacon can add up. It's something worth thinking about because I'm a Universal guy. I love Universal. I like Megacon. I thought this was a really, really great way to enjoy the park if you're coming here to Orlando to experience the convention. Thank you guys for watching another VincentVision. I hope this video helped you in some way. If you're looking for more Universal content like this, please be sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff, and I will see you at the next one. Good night, everybody, and happy Megacon.